Have you heard of the horror stories of being a landlord in Ontario, such as tenants not paying rent for up to 8 months before being evicted? Well, there's finally something you can do as a landlord in Ontario to ensure that tenants who don't pay on time are punished and those who do get rewarded. My name is Koukun and I'm a real estate investor and I run a real estate team here in the Niagara region. If you're interested in learning more about what we do, check out our free beginner's guide to investing in the Niagara region. I want to start off this video with a quote from Charlie Munger. People tend to game all human systems, often displaying great ingenuity in wrongly serving himself at the expense of others. This accurately describes the tenant protections that currently exist in Ontario. They were probably created with great intentions to protect tenants, but they come with very unpleasant consequences, and I'm speaking from my own experience. I just had a tenant who stopped paying rent last July. It was 8 months before I could even have my landlord-tenant board hearing where he simply didn't show up, and I'm currently out 8 months of rent. Now, previously when I've had tenants who didn't pay me a couple of months of rent, I've often chosen not to pursue them in small claims court and the hassle of trying to, garnish wages, etc. And I think this is something that many small landlords have done as well, as they simply don't have the time or resources to pursue each and every tenant. And the process is really lengthy and drawn out. So what has changed? During this process, I was extremely frustrated that I couldn't do anything while waiting for the landlord-tenant board hearing date, so I started looking into what options may be available. This is when I found a service that allows you to report unpaid rent to their credit report. For good tenants, it also has the option to, with their permission, to post the rent paid on time, which will actually help them build up their credit score. So this becomes a great incentive for good tenants who do pay on time. This service is called Front Lobby, and I'll leave a link in the description for you to check it out. This is a paid service, but I found their pricing quite reasonable, especially if you have multiple tenants, as you can have it all under one account. And even if the tenant doesn't choose to accept the positive rent reporting, if for any reason they stop paying rent, as soon as they start owing you money, you can have it posted as an unpaid rent on their credit report. And the best part is you don't need to wait until you have a landlord-tenant board judgment in order to do this. Now, you need to make sure the amounts that you put in are accurate, but if there is a non-payment of rent and no communication to create a payment plan, 30 days later and on the 15th of each month, it is posted onto their credit report while you wait to go through the standard landlord-tenant board eviction process to get a hearing date. Now, as with all credit postings, they can try to dispute it, but provided the numbers you put in are accurate, there's really not much they can do to remove it, as it is an unpaid debt. And once they fully move out of the property, you can report the total debt amount onto their credit report and the Landlord Credit Bureau, which is similar to the regular credit reporting agencies, but more focused on tenants. This will start affecting their credit score each month that it is unpaid, and the next time this same tenant is looking to rent a place, provided the next landlord does credit checks, they will be able to see that the tenant has unpaid rental debt and know that this is a tenant who has abused the system. Now, in this process, we also found another service called OPENROOM.CA. This is a free website created by some landlords that allow the sharing of landlord-tenant board eviction notices and court orders. While this information is public record, up to this point, the government website that shares this info was very slow and would take several months for these reports to show up, and not all of the records would actually show up. Basically, as a landlord, once you have a LTB application, which is the L1 application to evict a tenant for the non-payment of rent, this is when you actually have a date with the landlord-tenant board, like a hearing, you can have it posted on OPENROOM.CA. And once you get the court order, the judgment against the tenant, you can post that as well onto the website. And as per their website, they say they have over 8,000 notices either posted by landlords directly, and they also copy over the information that is on the government website so that you get both of them in the same place, so you can just search in the one place. Again, this is now a great tool as a landlord looking to rent out your property. You can do a quick check with their name to make sure that there isn't any court orders or, eviction notices posted against the tenant. Just another type of screening tool that you can use. Going back to the Charlie Munger quote, I believe that with these new tools, if we can get more landlords to utilize these services to report unpaid rent to the credit bureaus, share L1 applications and court orders, over time tenants will be deterred from trying to abuse the system. And they will actually make an effort to try to come to agreements with landlords quickly if they can't pay and need to move out, or if they need to make a payment plan to catch up on back rent. Now, Front Lobby allows you to post the debt for a one-time fee, and that fee is reduced if you have a membership which allows you to do the rent reporting feature. You can check out in the link below. Their cost, in my opinion, was quite affordable, especially if you have multiple units, and it allows you to put all your tenants' information in one place in their online portal. So it's just a helpful tool to organize your information with your tenants. I've actually reached out to Front Lobby, and if you sign up using the link below, and there will be a code there, you can actually get a discount as well when using this service. And whether you use the discount or not, I truly believe that the more we can use services like these, there will be a network effect as more tenants know that there are consequences if they don't pay rent on time and if they try to abuse the system. And ultimately, the tenants who do follow the rules, pay their rent on time, have a good relationship with the landlords they rent the properties from, those people will have, much more selection in terms of places they can rent, because that system will start enforcing better behavior. Now, if you are a landlord watching this, what do you think of these new developments? Let me know in the comments below. And if you're interested in investing in the Niagara region, there's a link in the description below if you'd like to book a complimentary consult with one of our investment coaches on my real estate team. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, subscribe for more investing content. All the best.